Hello and welcome. You're watching NewsX with me, Devika Devan. Our top focus is Bankipur, counting for votes of the Bankipur seat in Bihar, the Manjalpur seat in Gujarat and the Datia seat in Madhya Pradesh. Assembly by-elections is now underway. Jan Suraj Party founder Prashant Kishore is leading the Bankipur Assembly by-elections in Bihar. According to the latest counting trends, Kishore has secured 28,201 votes, leading of course, is also BJP candidate Neeraj Kumar. He is ahead of the BJP candidate Neeraj Kumar by 7,781 votes. And the BJP candidate has received a little over 20,000 votes so far. The Bypoll marks Prashant Kishore's first direct electoral contest and poses a significant challenge to the Bharatiya Janata Party, which has traditionally held the Bankipur seat. This could become one of the most significant political upsets in Bihar's politics recently. Jan Suraj Party, which had suffered a heavy setback in the 2025 assembly polls, in which it drew a blank despite fielding candidates in 238 constituencies, is now perhaps seeming like there could be a possible opening with this Bypoll. If Prashant Kishore goes on to win, it would mark the party's first success and break the BJP's long run in the seat, which is it's held since 1995. Party leaders described the trends as a decisive endorsement of Jan Suraj's campaign. Let's quickly take a look at data now from the past 5 assembly elections in Bankipur to understand the electoral trend in the constituency. We go back to the top 5 biggest winners. Nitin Nabin had held the seat, won it by a margin of over 45,000 votes with a vote percentage of 64.45%. He had a total votes of 78,321. As far as Harnaut is concerned, a margin of 44,288 votes brought in Hari N. Singh. All right, viewers, we go across to the last 5 assembly polls in Bankipur. As promised, in 2015, Nitin Nabin held the seat. He won it by a margin of a little less than 40,000 votes. His vote percentage stood at 60.19%. He had a total 86,759 votes. Let's move on to the next. In 2020 was also Nitin Nabin. This has been Nitin Nabin's seat for the past decade. He won this seat once again by a little over 39,000 votes. He had a total of 83,068 votes and a voting percentage of 59.05% in his favor. In the year 2025, once again, Nitin Nabin won it by a margin of over 50,000 votes this time around, with a total of 98,299 votes. Sushil Vakil, political analyst, joins us now on the broadcast. Mr. Vakil, as far as the Bankipur seat is concerned, Nitin Nabin, critical face of the Bharatiya Janata Party, it's been his bastion for the past many years. But we now see that there's a possibility of Prashant Kishore really grabbing that seat at this point in time. The counting is underway, but it's already 3 p.m. We don't expect there to be any major change. How do you view this update?
It is totally unbelievable that the seat which has been won with a margin of vote previously by Nitin Nabin, BJP president, in the same seat BJP is trailing today. It was not expected at all. But seeing the change in political atmosphere throughout the country, particularly after this cockroach party protests in Delhi and other places, there is little bit change in the air. Maybe the Prashant Kishore has gained from that angle also. Otherwise, in a constituency which was ruled by BJP till Nabin vacated that seat after going to Rajya Sabha, it's for the first time this thing is happening. But still, we have many rounds to go. people do expect that BJP may come victorious, but there is little possibility now onwards. But let us see what happens. But there is definitely change in the year. It seems BJP's political fortunes are not coming up to the expectations. There is definitely political changes in the atmosphere. That is why Prashant Kishore is taking advantage of that. Otherwise, you see in the last Bihar elections, Prashant Kishore's party, Jan Suraj, withdraw the election at the 11th hour. Because at that time he knew that there is no possibility of winning any seat in the assembly elections. But now after gaining...
All right, Mr. Vakil, thank you so much for joining us.